Hey out there, this is Jason Schlafer with Wismo Hunter. So excited today to show you something that I've been thinking about here for quite a while, and we're gonna put together just a quick little video to sort of show you practical application of sort of a hybrid setup for saddle hunting this year. So it's October 11th, and you know, deer starting to make scrapes, deer moving, patterns are changing, everything's sort of switching up. And you know, rather than just sitting for a few hours in the morning or the evening, depending on what you got, most of us are starting to think about prime time, really October 23rd, 25th through November. So the biggest thing for me, as I've gotten more and more invested in saddle hunting, has been the load on my legs. And so for any of you guys out there saddle hunting, unless you're ridiculously strong and have figured out something that maybe I haven't, the load that starts to happen to your legs, your quads, your knees, even your feet over the course of maybe like a 4 to 6, even a 10-hour sit when it's all day and it's prime time is pretty significant. And so I think the questioning started for us with, you know, how do we maybe look for a tree that's got branches or the capability for somebody to sit down, lean against something, take the load off, relax, be more comfortable for an all-day sit. We still want to be mobile, we still want to be light, but we don't want to go running in with, you know, 20 pounds of stuff and kind of be stuck in a spot, right? We want to be able to move. So started to investigate, looked at things like the Lone Wolf makes a great product. Who wouldn't complain about the quality of a Lone Wolf, right? But for me too, it's price. And so you know, there's an ass for every seat, I think the saying goes. And the stand or the hybrid that I landed on was the Raider hybrid. And so this is I think 22 inches by 16 inches wide. It only weighs 8 pounds. One hand you can see, this is it, sort of laid out flat. You can see how low profile, easy to strap to the outside of your bag. But what I'd like to do in a video today is I'm actually going to get the saddle on. I'm not going to go up with the sticks, but I'm going to put this up in a tree and just take some video of me, not just in it, but really applying side pressure, you know, to the stand to make sure it's not pivoting or twisting against its foundation, and that it's really rock solid for a guy that's looking for something to stay both light as well as give you the ability to just sit down, even if it's for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, and take a load off. One of the questions I've already gotten is, man, I hope the seat's big enough. And most of the time my response has been, who cares? Like, as long as you can sit down and actually take the pressure. You know, a lot of guys will tell you, well, just hang in your saddle, you know, straddle the tree. Well, yeah, it still puts pressure with the straps, you know, below the butt area and into the upper thigh, and that's ultimately cutting off circulation. It just makes you sore, especially when you're you know, you're in a different state or you're trying to grind it out for 9 or 10 days in a row, right? So we're gonna test this today, show you everything about it, and we'll get you over to the tree and kind of walk you through some things. I've already made one modification to it with some straps, but we'll kind of show you our process and leave it to you. It's just one more review, not a ton of reviews on it. So if this helps even one person make a decision on a hybrid type setup, then great. So we'll go get this one set up. All right, internet. So I'm over here just behind where I filmed sort of that intro, and as you can see, we've got just a basic pine tree here. Like I said, we're not going to get way up in the air, but a couple things I was telling you about a few minutes ago that I've started to do to setups like this, including I run the latitude profile for a platform. But I was looking through some of my straps, and one of the things over the years that's frustrated me a little bit is, you know, it's dark, you're trying to get in, you're trying to get out, and you got the buckle. You know, the buckle on our normal straps that hits on the side of the metal or whatever that is. And so I was looking through some old straps, and I actually found a set of the helium, the old Hawk helium molly straps with a little, they have a little elastic bungee on the end. And what was so cool about this is look at how neat it actually allows you to fold up these stands. It doesn't matter what type of stand or platform it is. I can get into a tree up to my space where I'm gonna put it together, and literally completely quiet, I can unstrap my platform and prepare it to install on the tree. And so I really like this already. I've done it a couple times this season because, like I said, it keeps you really quiet. And so I'll kind of show you how I do this. Like I said, if you've got these straps, great. If not, man, you can go find these anywhere. And probably a nice little upgrade to stay super stealthy and quiet. So we're gonna put this on this tree behind me, make a couple of adjustments on it. Like I said, here you got the strap with the little individual circles on it. So we'll get this on the tree first, and I'll show you my process of hanging. Obviously I'll have my tether on, but when you're hanging there, you put this in, get it into a good spot, and then you can put your buckles on once you've got it cammed down. So the most important one we're trying to put on, keep in mind, is our top one, which is great. From there, keep in mind on these Raider hybrids, you know, your cables are on the inside, which is really nice for your feet. So make sure you don't run over your cables. You don't want to have to redo it. But boom, I've already got the stand set. I haven't had a single buckle knock against any metal. From here, I'm literally going to push it down, put it into place, make my adjustment. Now if I've got my steps in, it's really easy for me to step above this, push down, and make sure I've cammed it down really nice. So I'm just going to do this by hand. There we are. The coolest thing about this new process is now I'll just take out my cam buckle, boom, and I don't have to worry about hanging my tree. It's hung and it was silent. So I'll just hurry up and throw one of these on. And I can literally leave those ropes on. It'll make it really nice for when we get out of the tree to retrieve it without making noise. So now we've got it in there. Keep in mind I haven't put any body weight on it. So I'm gonna get in there, put some body weight on it, get it down, throw on my tether, and we'll give this a test. As you can see now, we've got it in there. I've got a little bit of an incline, so I'm going to adjust it down one notch just to give me a little more leverage, so I'm kind of leaning into the stand. But I've got my tether up in the tree. I'm going to hop in, I'm going to tie in, and we're going to sit this thing just like we would a normal stand slash a platform. So again, the idea here is, what sort of setup can I get into at a decent price where I get to take a little bit of load off the legs and enjoy my sit a little bit longer and not have to get out of the stand or go stretch my legs. And so that's the point of all this, for a small little bit of investment. And you could do this with probably any platform, as long as you're comfortable bringing that thing all the way back into a spot. It could be a Lone Wolf, a Helium, a Novix, it could be whatever you want. But I think we have these platforms sitting in our garages. We've transitioned to the saddle space, and making it a hybrid is really easy to do. And it's easier on your body. So. Boom. I actually like it better, the one up, so I'm going to put it back quick. There we go. So listen, first impressions, I am in this thing, and I could probably cam it down even better. The idea, again, take load off your legs. I'm going to swing all the way around. Look at the side pressure. I am 100% side pressure on this thing, and it's not moving, so that's really nice. I've got a little bit of play, nothing too bad. I love having the cables on the inside because I can stand into this and look at where my feet are. It's great. I've got plenty of room with the platform to get here and spin around. And I think the most important part of this upgrade is there's two ways I can do this. Option one, I can sit and straddle against the tree, and man, does that feel good. Is the seat the most comfortable? No. It's got a little bit of a foam pad. I'm sure you could make some upgrades. But this takes 100% of the load off my legs, off my hips, and I get to give my legs a rest. The other option, and there's a lot of ways to do this, I like to take the rope and I like to go over the shoulder. Loosen up. Feels great. So just for comparison's sake, if you can't tell, I'm 6'2", 6'3", I'm 255, 260, depending on how many snack cakes I've had for the hunting season. So I'm a big guy, and long wingspan, and man, does this feel, it feels really, really good. I'd say in terms of comfortability compared to 100% saddle hunting, I'd give it an 8.5. And in terms of simplicity and your ability to stand up and quick, get your feet right with the space on the platform and get yourself back in, man, it's a 9 out of 10. It's great. So again, I'll show you really quick getting out. I think one of the coolest things about these straps is, for most of us saddle hunters, we get out, we do this, we loosen our cam buckle, and a lot of the times we've got a rope or something connected and we're trying to hold on for dear life so this thing doesn't fall. Here's what's great about this setup. I can take that one off, stick it right into my pouch, take this one off. Keep in mind, I'd be on one of my sticks and I'd be tethered in, or I'd have my lineman rope. So I've got both of my main loud, noisy buckles off, and now I'm just sitting here. I can literally peel this up on the tree Both of them are off, no noise. Fold it together, and I can either hook it up to a rope and walk it down the tree, tie it off, hook it to my backpack, whatever I'm gonna do. 100% quiet, no metal clanking on metal, and it makes it really nice to pack this thing up on your way out. So listen, feedback in the comments, let me know what you think. Novix Raider Hybrid might be one of the best solutions for the dollar if you're trying to get out in hybrid, sit all day, and save the wear and tear on your back and legs. So check back to the page. We'll continue to upload new videos. We're learning as we go, so don't be too hard on us, and appreciate it.